There's a certain art to pooping in the woods. And to make this discussion a little easier, we'll refer to it from here on out as chasing a bear. Now, everyone else here can also chase a coyote, and about half of you can chase red foxes, but that's not really on the docket tonight. So, moving on. Now, chasing a bear to the uninitiated sounds easy, but let me tell you, there's definitely a learning curve. The first step is selecting the perfect view. Remember, the world is your canvas, and while trees are nice, I guarantee a lake to look out on will significantly increase your experience. Gaze over your domain. However, if by chance you happen to catch the eye of a sly wildlife who's also chasing a metaphorical bear, that's what we in the biz call a 5-star experience. And you will forever be known as 5-star. Don't explain it, but carry it with honor. Second is you're digging a cat hole, 6 by 6 inches. Use your trowel as a measure, just like in holes. If you don't have a trowel, that's fine. Use a stick, it'll come in handy later. But finally, and most possibly the most important technique, is selecting your bear chasing tool, to which there are dozens of options, but in reality only a few good ones. That's where the digging stick comes in handy. Waste not, want not. Now you'll develop a personal taste over time, but allow me to give you a few options. Smooth river rocks are an excellent choice. Green, evergreen branches are good only if you go with the grain, and bark chips, maybe not so much. But my personal favorite is referred to as the snow cone, or also the frosty and fresh. What you do is you find a nice patch of snow, make a good comfortable snowballs, and well, I'll let you fill in the rest. If you're nervous, don't be. You can always take a friend, or find an amiable bush. The buddy system applies here. Nobody should have to chase a bear alone. If you two sit side to side together, that's called pilot to co-pilot. If you sit back to back, well, that's called pilot to bombardier. And if you happen to, neither of those really entertain you, you can always sit across from your partner, grab your hands, and stare lovingly into each other's eyes. It's called the orangutan. Kind of romantic, but maybe not first date material. It's not as glamorous as I'm making it sound, especially the morning waddles from the tent to the previously scouted clump of trees that you've been thinking about all day. Yet despite the usefulness of this underappreciated skill, few people in this room have chased a bear, literally or metaphorically. Because at some point, we decided that it was too primitive, and that the cold, sterile tiles were more sophisticated than the forest floor. Then nature moved from necessity to luxury to hobby. In a short 10,000 years, we've paved and built and improved upon God's creation to remake Eden in our own image, where hundreds of man-hours move a can of peaches across the globe so you can find it at your dollar store convenience. Where almost an entire barrel of oil is used to convert corn to beef, and we use leftover mustard gas from the trenches in France to feed our monocrop fields. Where we dam, and that's dam with an N, by the way, and pollute water flows till the rivers catch fire or simply become uninhabitable, except for the plastic bags that frolic in the murky depths. We punched a hole in the ozone to catch the I-19 and find flame retardant in every mother's breast milk, while San Diego evaporates into the desert and public lands are butchered by white faces in Washington to the highest bidder. Yet this is okay. Because didn't God give dominion of all the earth and everything that creepeth and crawleth upon it to man? And didn't man, just like with all of God's gifts, quickly put it in a blender? I'm not telling you to ride in the streets of Seattle or write miffed letters to local legislators, because I don't know what you would say, but I want you to get mad. I want you to get so mad that you grab a sleeping bag and drive or walk or run or rollerblade as fast as you can to the wilds until you collapse and stare angrily into the eternal starry night, puffing dragon breath steam, because damn it, you're a human being. And access to the wilds are your birthright. Adam and Eve were told to tend the garden, and that first commandment trickles down upon our shoulders until you can't fight climate change in climate-controlled rooms. So get outside. Hike, climb, walk, raft, swim, skinny dip, split logs, camp, or whatever you do. Take a moment and chase a bear. And allow your soul to stare into the silence and majesty, and leave the camera behind. Because no one wants to see your post of pooping in the woods.